Hi everyone, in this video we are going to understand another important control of JavaFX programming, that is menu. Menu system is an important part of many graphical user interface applications because they give the user access to a program's core functionality. That means the menu system is defined in graphical user interfaces which provide the overall view of the application. The proper implementation of an application menu is necessary part of creating successful graphical user interfaces. Suppose in development of any desktop graphical interfaces, the menu system is compulsory. So the entire application is navigated through the menu system provided. In order to define the and develop the menu system in JavaFX programming, there is well-defined classes are defined for design and implementation of menu system. This menu system in JavaFX programming is supported by different JavaFX classes like as MenuBar, menu, MenuItem, context menu, and different classes which are defined for creating the menu system, not only for creating entire menu system with respective classes, but also we can control such menus and menu items with accelerator keys and mnemonics also. Let us go for understanding the important classes defined in JavaFX menu system. The primary class and top level menu creation, there is a class is defined in JavaFX menu system called as MenuBar. The MenuBar class which act as a top level menu for entire application. For the top level menu bar, in order to create menus, that menus are called as standard menu. For creating standard menus, we will use menu class objects. This menu class objects are act as a standard menus for one menu bar. For menu bar created in JavaFX application, there are n number of menus are created. So this menu which holds the menu item. In order to add menu items to the menu, there is another class is defined, that is MenuItem class. The MenuItem class which defines the event handling for the JavaFX application. In the same way, suppose if menu item to be created as a checkbox menu item, we will use the check menu item class. If we go for creating menu item as a radio button menu item, we will go for radio menu item. So that means before menu item, either checkbox or radio button is displayed for definition of menu item. In the same way, suppose for creating context menus like pop-up menus. In order to create pop-up menus, there is another class is defined, context menu. In general, in graphical interface applications, while clicking mouse right button on the any control or on the scene or on the window, there is pop-up menu displayed. In order to add pop-up menu for the respective control, we have to create menu items for the context menu, and that context menu object is added to that respective control, from which control navigation that pop-up menu to be displayed. In the menu and menu items, for separating different menu items, for creating a line, for creating a separator, visual separator, will go for creating object for the separator menu item. So this is the way different classes which are used for creating menu system in JavaFX programming. Let us go for understanding MenuBar class. MenuBar is a top level container in order to define entire menu system like menus and menu items. That menus are added to the menu bar. Menu bar contains only one constructor without having arguments Through this constructor, we will create a menu bar. This menu bar class is inherited from node class. Actually, menu bar acts as a layout which doesn't have any visible representation that acts as a layout for the JavaFX application. In order to get the added menus to the menu bar, or in order to add the menus to the menu bar, we have to retrieve the observable list of the menu bar. That observable list is retrieved through by calling getMenus method from the menu bar. The getMenus method returns the observable list. To the observable list, we will add the menus. Let us understand how to add menus to the menu bar. After retrieving observable list of the menu bar, by calling add method and add all method, we will add the menus. So here we are defining two methods. One is add method, add all method for adding menus. The first method, add method, which contains two arguments. One is the index argument and second one is the menu argument. After creating menu, that menu has passed as a second argument. As a first argument, we will specify the index. So that means at which index position we are adding menu. Suppose at particular index position, if you would like to go for adding menu, this method is called by specifying index, and the second add all method from the respective observable list retrieved from the menu bar. Just we go for adding menus. The number of menus which are created, that menus are passed as a argument to the add all method. Suppose whatever the menus which are added, in order to remove the menus, we call the remove method. We can remove the menu by passing menu object as an argument or by passing index as an argument. The menus are added to the menu bar which are indexed from 0th position. Let us go for understanding how the menus are created. Menu encapsulates a menu which is populated with menu items. So after creation of menu bar, for the menu bar we will add the menu. The menus are created by using any one of these three constructors. Menu without having argument, which creates a empty menu, and the second constructor is menu with string name and node image. So that means this constructor which adds the name of the menu as well as image icon also. Suppose if you go for creating menu with only name, this constructor is used. That means menu with string name. That means just to specify the name only. In order to add the menu only name, menu with one argument constructor, string constructor is called. Suppose if we go for adding name and image, two argument constructor is used. Suppose just to creating for empty menu, we will call the menu without argument. That constructor is used. Suppose if the menu which is created with empty constructor, to set the name for the menu, we call the setText method. To set the image for the menu, we will call the setGraphic method. So this is the way we can set the name as well as set the image also. So in order to add menu items to the menus, we have to retrieve the observable list of the menu. So in order to get the observable list of the menu, we will call the getItems method from the menu class. The getItems method which returns the observable list. To the observable list, by calling add method, we will add the menus. Next, we will go for understanding MenuItem class. MenuItem which defines the actual menu item which performs the event. When MenuItem is clicked only, the corresponding event is performed on the JavaFX scene or on the any graphical user interface application. So in order to create menu item, we have three constructors: menu item without having argument, menu item with a string argument, menu item with a string and node argument. Menu item with no arguments create the empty menu item. Menu item with a string argument creates a menu item with the name. Menu item with a string argument and node which create the node and image icon also. When menu item is clicked, which event is performed is action event is performed. In order to set the or in order to register the action event, we will call the set an action method on the menu item. As the argument of the set an action method, we will define the appropriate event handler. That appropriate event handler is defined either through the anonymous inner class or through the lambda expressions or through the method references. The method references is best suitable method for defining event handling for the menu items. In our hands-on application, we define the event handling with the method references. Suppose in the menu system is created, if several menu items are there, programmatically if you go for disabling any menu item or any menu, call the set disable method. The set disable method sets the menu item in the disabled condition by passing true as the argument to the set disable method. If disable is equal to true, the menu item is disabled. If disable is equal to false, the menu item is enabled. So this is the way programmatically we can control the enabling and disabling of the menu item. Next, we will go for understanding how to set the mnemonics and accelerators to menu item. Mnemonics nothing but the menu items which are controlled with shortcut keys. By pressing Ctrl plus any key from the keyboard in Windows operating system or by pressing Meta key from Mac OS operating system. In order to set accelerators for menus or menu items, we will call the set accelerator method from the menu or from menu item. The set accelerator method which contains key combination object. Through the key combination object, we will set the actual shortcut key. In order to retrieve the key combination object, we will call one method from the key combination class. That method is key combination method. The key combination method returns the key combination object. As the argument of the key combination method, we will specify the shortcut key. This is understandable through this logic. Suppose assume that there is a open menu item, close menu item, save menu item, exit menu items are defined. On the open menu item, we are going for calling of the set accelerator method. Set accelerator method. The set accelerator method which takes the key combination object. In order to get the key combination object, we will call the key combination method from the key combination class. The key combination method is a static method from the key combination class. That's why it is called with the key combination class name. Key combination dot key combination of, as the argument we are specifying the shortcut +4. This means this open menu item is controlled or accessed through control +4. Control +4 key, the menu item is accessed. In the same way, the close menu item is accessed through control +C. The save menu item which is accessed through control +S. The exit menu item which is accessed through control +E. The shortcut plus respective key is referred as control +key in the execution. But while defining accelerators, while setting accelerator for the respective keys, as the argument we mention like this only, shortcut plus capital letter. If you are not defining shortcut in the lowercase letters and not in this respective format, the control through the control keys, we cannot access the menu items. So this is the way we set the accelerators. Next we'll go for understanding how to access menus through mnemonics. Suppose if you'd like to access the file menu, edit menu or any menu through alt key, we have to set the mnemonic for menus. How to set the mnemonic for menus is through the menu object or menu item object, we'll call the set mnemonic parsing method. By passing true as the argument. When we are calling this method, automatically that menu or menu item is accessed or controlled through the mnemonics, that means through the alt first letter of the menu or menu item. In order to set the mnemonics for the menu or menu item, calling this method is compulsory, as well as the name of the menu or menu item started with underscore character. Suppose here we are creating the menu, while specifying the name of the menu, we are defining as a file. Before file, we are mentioning underscore. If you are following this syntax only in the program, for that menus, mnemonics are created and that are controlled or accessed through alt key. If you are not taking this syntax, the menus are not controlled or accessed through alt key. Next, we go for how to add images to menu items. In general, in graphical user interfaces, when menu system is defined, some of the menu items as well as menus have the image buttons before menu item name or menu name. In order to define such images for the menu item, while creating menu item or menu, we will specify the image argument as a second argument of the menu item or menu. So here we are creating menu item with the name and image. This constructor is used. For example, I would like to add the about icon to the menu item. In order to add about icon to the menu item, first I will create the image view object. After creating image view object, that image view object is passed as a second argument of the creating menu item. So if you are executing this code, when that menu item is added to the help menu, about menu, the icon is displayed like this. Let us go for understanding how to create context menu. Context menu is a pop-up menu which is added for any control of JavaFX application, either for the scene, button, label, for any control. If you'd like to add the pop-up menu, we have to go with the creation of object for the context menu class. The context menu class which is defined in javafx.scene.control package. The parent class for the context menu is pop-up control. The parent class for the pop-up control is pop-up window. The parent class for the pop-up window is window, and that is inherited from supermost class object. There are two different constructors are defined for the context menu. An ideal empty context menu is created by calling no argument constructor of the context menu, and suppose if any menu items are added to the context menu, first we will go for creating menu items. That menu items are passed as a arguments to the context menu. For the context menu, we can add any number of menu items, but before that we will create menu items. That menu items are added to the arguments of the context menu constructor while creating object of the context menu. Once after creation of the context menu object, that context menu to be added for the any control of the JavaFX application. In order to add context menu to any control from that respective control through the respective control object, through the respective JavaFX control object, we'll call the set context menu method. Set context menu method from the respective JavaFX control or through the respective JavaFX control object, call the set context method as the argument. Previously, which context menu is created, which context menu object is created, that context menu object is passed as a argument. Then while execution of the program, that control, while clicking mouse right button on that control, automatically displays the pop-up menu. This is the way we understood different classes of the JavaFX menu system by understanding the top level container menu, menu bar, then menu, menu item, then check menu item, radio menu item, then setting how to set the accelerators and mnemonics for the menu and menu items, setting images to the menu items and creating pop-up menu, that is context menu. So this is the way JavaFX supports different classes for creating menu system. In the next video, we would like to go for demonstration of how to implement the menu system with menu bar, menu, different menu items and calling of the context menu. Thank you for watching this video.